This is the plaintiff, James. He says he was approaching Atlantic City on the expressway, and the defendant darted in front of him without warning, and he hit the front fender of his car. The cops couldn't determine what happened. He's now out the $1,000 on his insurance deductible, and he's here suing for just that today. This is the defendant, Sharon Lafferty. She says she was on her way to work at the casino, and the plaintiff crashed his car into the back of hers. The cops came to the scene, said they couldn't figure out who hit who, but would check the cameras on the expressway. She never heard from them, but knows the video shows the plaintiff hitting her, and therefore she owes nothing. She's accused of a casino clip.
All parties, please raise your right hands.
Welcome back to the People's Court. Next case in the docket, the plaintiff says the defendant slammed into him in Atlantic City, but the defendant says the plaintiff crashed into her. It's the case of, I didn't poke her, I swear.
Thank you, Douglas.
You're welcome.
Okay, August 2018, you are coming off the Atlantic City Expressway. What time of the day or night is it?
It's in the afternoon, I think somewhere 3, 4 o'clock somewhere.
All right, and there is, tell me about this, I guess it's the off-ramp? Is it the off-ramp?
Yeah, it goes off onto the causeway, which
All right,
connects
and it's
the
2 lanes. Does that look like it?
Can I just go over here?
Yeah.
All right. We were both in my lane. Mississippi Avenue comes up here, and it's a hard merge. And I was in the left lane, and the defendant was in the right lane. And as we went further up here, she was attempting to get into the right lane because of this merge.
Wait, why would she be attempting to get into the right lane because of the merge?
Well, when this merge comes up here, and you're happen to be in the left
Yeah, but
lane,
you're to the left. Your entire lane is
Yeah.
to the right of the merge. So the person in the
Right.
lane she's in
Yeah.
would be easier for her to merge right from where she is. Why would she have to go into your lane?
because when these cars merge up here, they'll slow you down or cut you off. They come off Mississippi Avenue very, very fast pace. They're going like this.
So you think she's trying to
Yeah. Get into
I haven't
the
said
right
it
lane.
yet. You think she's trying to get in your lane because your lane is more optimum because what?
Absolutely, because these people would have to work their way over into it. They usually stop in the first lane of the causeway. See, these merge together. So if you're in the right lane and you're traveling, it's a better lane to be in. You're probably not going to have to slow down. You're going to get where you're going to get. If you're in the left lane, these cars coming off of Mississippi are going to slow you down.
Okay. So is that exactly how the accident happened?
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Right
Your
there,
Honor.
that's where the cars were positioned?
Right,
And then you both stop,
right.
and what happens?
Well, when we stopped, we were both in my lane. And then she pulled over here, and I pulled behind her, and I got out, and I asked if she was okay. Anybody get hurt? She said no. She said, I don't know what happened. I was driving, and I said, well, what happened is you were trying to get into the right lane, and you misjudged where my vehicle was. So then we called the police, and the police came, and they took our both statements, as to what happened. And I just said to the officer, I said, nobody's hurt. We both have insurance. We're not fugitives. A ticket of any kind is very expensive. I said, maybe you could use your discretion in this. And he didn't say anything. He went back, he finished his reports, and he came back, and he just basically said, I wasn't here to see what happens. Give it to your insurance companies. Have a nice day. And that was it.
So are you suggesting you attempted to talk the police officer out of giving her a ticket, or you weren't sure he was going to give her a ticket either, but you were just...
I wasn't sure he was going to give me a ticket. I was kind of asking him to use his discretion because there was nobody hurt. It wasn't somebody chasing another person and running to the car.
All right, go ahead and go back to the lectern. I'm going to ask you to come over and tell me how you say the accident happened, but don't start talking till you get there because you're not mic'd on the way. All right. Now we've got a mic.
Actually, I travel this road every day for work, so it's not like I don't know this road. And I don't know how he can tell me what I was doing and what I was going to do. He's not my mind.
Okay.
So that's not how it happened at all. We're coming off the expressway, I guess, and it's 2 lanes here, which they're both lanes are on a bend. Okay, so I'm in this lane, and we're going around the bend. I'm in this lane. He's in this lane. and he hits my car right on the back door there. Now, I don't know what he's talking about, trying to tell me I was trying to go over here. I wasn't trying. There's nothing over there. There's an exit to go back into Atlantic City when I'm actually going over here towards Harris. I'm going to go through the tunnel and go over towards Harris. So I don't know why he was trying to say that I was trying to go this way. There's nothing that way for me. This is how it happened.
Did anybody take responsibility for the accident at the time?
No, I told the police officer, I said, I was looking straight ahead. I don't know what happened behind me because he hit me in the back door. I'm looking straight ahead. All I know is I'm looking straight ahead. I'm maintaining my lane in front of me. I don't know what happens until he hits me.
Okay,
So-
go ahead and go back. Was there anybody in your car besides you?
No.
Was there anybody in your car besides you?
No, Your Honor.
So what ends up happening with your insurance companies?
When I left the scene, I was under the impression the officer said he could not determine who was at fault. So I left the scene thinking
So
if I
your
didn't hear
insurance
from
paid for
anything,
the
I was going to
repairs
fix
to
my
your
car.
car.
He was going to fix his car. That
And
was
then
under the
your
impression.
insurance paid for the repairs to your car, but you're out your deductible, so you're
Correct.
suing for your deductible.
Correct.
Which means that you have the burden of proving how the accident happened because you're the plaintiff. You're the one who came to court and said, Judge, it happened my way. How do you plan to prove that?
Okay, so when an insurance company says, like, if you two get in an accident, they say you're responsible, does the judge have to follow what the insurance company determined?
I'd say no. It's up to the court. About it.
So they don't have to follow what the insurance company says?
Well, it depends on how it, I don't know, it goes out in court.
Okay. What do you say, guys?
No.
Why?
Depends on the crash.
Okay, I have another question. What if the police are there and the police say he's responsible? Is the judge required to follow what the policeman said?
I mean, it depends on how much evidence they have. If they don't have enough evidence,
No, but are they required to follow what the police said? Say no.
No.
Perfect. Going inside the courtroom.
I've got your word against hers. I've got a police report that says, I have no idea, I wasn't there. It could happen either way. The damages to the car themselves don't tell me whether it happened here or happened here. The insurance companies, with their vast resources and attention to detail, according to you, what did you say? That was kind of funny. You feel like the insurance companies got together over lobster?
There was no question in my mind. They got together for their mobster lobster lunch and decided that she's not going to get any money. I'm not going to get any money.
I think you flatter them on how coordinated they are. But anyway, that was kind of fun. So the way it worked is, but however, you're wrong because your insurance company paid for your car and that insurance company paid for their car.
I didn't put a claim in. There wasn't that much damage to my car, so I didn't put a claim in.
Can I see, do you have pictures of the damage to your car?
Yeah, there's a little damage. It's on the back side. Like I said, there wasn't a whole lot of damage to my car. It's on the back side door. It starts right there where that little white speck is, and those little, that's where it is.
Go ahead, what were you gonna say?
I was going to say that when we stopped, we were both in my lane. Now,
Yes, I know, don't repeat yourself.
All right.
What were you gonna say that's new?
The front of the car, my car was not hit. It was all along the side.
Let me see the damage to your car.
Sure.
Thank you. Let's go.
Do you have bigger pictures or no?
No, that's the only pictures I have, and that was from the body shop.
Okay, that is the front of your car, isn't it?
It's the side. It's the
Well,
front.
the side front.
Right, correct.
Okay,
So I didn't
and what
run
am I
into
supposed
her.
to determine by looking at that? That's supposed to conclusively prove what?
Well, that I did not run into her car.
Why would that prove that? How?
Well-
How does it prove that?
Well,
I know that this happened, that this part of your car is damaged, okay?
Correct.
And this part of her car is damaged.
That's correct.
That is the only thing I know. Let me
Right.
tell you what I don't know. I don't know if that happened in this lane.
Yeah.
Or in this lane, you see? So people get hung up on, the damage conclusively proves. No, it doesn't. It does. Sometimes it can. Sometimes it can. But in this case, how does it? I know that these two cars are traveling, and then at some point this happens, but I don't know if this happens because she got into your lane or you got into hers. That's what I don't know. And the problem for you is that when I don't know something, then that hurts you because you're the plaintiff and you're the one with the burden of proving by a preponderance of the evidence that it's your way. How are you going to do it?
Well,
you both seem like totally reasonable people. I believe you both believe what you're saying. I don't even think somebody's lying to cover up. I think you both totally believe what you're saying. So how am I supposed to determine who went into whose lane?
When we stopped the cars, okay, we weren't going fast because we just came out of an intersection with a light, so 5, 10, 15 miles an hour. When we both stopped, we were both sitting in my lane, the right lane.
Okay, other than you repeating yourself ad nauseum, how are you going to prove that it was in your lane? The answer is, it's really a rhetorical question, because the answer is that you can't, all right? And if you can't, then the tie goes to that side, okay? Verdicts for the defendant.
Thank you.
Well, in an interesting case, the police couldn't figure out who was at fault, and neither could the judge.
Unfortunately not.
So you failed to prevail.
I did. I lost. It was a fair fight.
It was a fair fight.
Yeah.
Nice person, both
Yes.
of you? Good enough. Okay. Thank you very much. Sorry you couldn't win. All right, Ms. Laverty, how do you feel about it?
Well, I feel great. I really felt like it was fair. I felt like, just like he said, we're very nice people, but I felt like what I was that I didn't know.
You felt you were in the right? He
did.
felt he was in the right.
I did.
I guess we'll never know, will we?
Very happy.
I guess not. All right, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay. Fascinating, Harvey. What do you think?
Okay, I mean, look, insurance companies are in business, and they are in business to pay as little as they can. So judges are not required to follow what the insurance company does, and they're not required to follow what cops say. And usually cops don't even see the accident. Judges look at everything fresh.